Hello, my panda pals, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, I have been missing out. Why did nobody tell me that Between the Sheets was fucking hilarious? I was not planning on recapping it because I honestly kind of thought it was gonna be stupid, but I was rotting on the couch today, and out of curiosity, I just turned on episode 1, and it was so good that I just ended up binge watching all of the rest of the episodes, and I think I'm gonna cover it from now on because they say some wild shit on that segment, and it needs to be talked about. So, with that said, buckle it up and let's fucking go.
Julia told me you gave her the darkest.
He's been texting women the whole time.
You should go and face him and let everybody know who Rob really is.
Julia sits her cute tushy down and she rewatches herself, telling Brandon about how she smooched her ripped as fuck ex-boyfriend 5 years ago. And she tells us that she wasn't trying to hurt him, she just wanted to put everything on the table so that they could start on a clean slate.
I feel like if she did just kiss the guy, she should have just like buried that, never brought it up again.
I hate that I agree with him, but I agree with him. I mean, obviously I think Julia should have told Brandon when it happened, but now it's been 5 years later, and I feel like if Julia hasn't cheated on Brandon since that happened, and she has zero intention of cheating on him in the future, then at this point, she really should carry the burden of what she did, all by herself.
But this was while you were long distance and you were kind of on and off?
No, you were engaged.
Yeah, she should just die with that one.
Yeah.
Ari also thinks that she should have died with that one, and she says if she were in Brandon's shoes, learning about a kiss that happened 5 years ago would only serve to make her overanalyze everything, become super insecure, and it would just generally drive her nuts.
I would always wonder if there was something more. I would be wondering what were they thinking at the time and where did it happen and what clothes were they wearing and so it would have been detrimental to me.
We get to hear from life coach Sarah that Julia is being both selfish and selfless at the same time.
When she feels something, she needs to feel better in that moment, but it's because she cares about their relationship.
I'm gonna derail this recap for a quick moment so that we can kind of talk about Sarah. Now, I know that there's been some buzz going on about Sarah. Someone on Reddit said that Sarah reached out to her and told her that her celiac disease was caused by, emotional trauma, and that she should forego chemo and opt for ivermectin, and she claims that ivermectin can completely wipe out cancer and is a way more effective treatment option than chemo. And I'm not an oncologist, but you know what? Neither is Sarah. Sarah is a clinical hypnotherapist, a certified Enlift coach, which I don't know what that means, but I honestly don't give a fuck because the certificate is stamped with the word abracadabra. And she's got this nifty little certificate of completion that shows us that she took a class. So, forgive me if I don't really take a lot of what she says seriously. Anyway, everyone is watching Josh say he's never done anything to hurt Natalie, and Natalie is like, I really thought he was gonna say sorry for saying I love you and definitely not meaning it.
I was hoping he would apologize for not spending holidays with me, for not showing his house, for not letting me into his life, for not letting me into his work.
Again, Natalie is 100% full throttle crazy, but Josh is definitely taking advantage of that so that he can get away with being a toxic asshole towards her, and I think that just means they both fucking suck,
Josh definitely thinks he's perfect and like his does not smell.
He does not smell? Oh my god, that's the perfect expression. Jesus.
Sarah tells us she thinks this resort was Josh's way of being able to say, well, I've tried everything there is to try. You are too crazy to fix, so I'ma leave you, and it is entirely your fault.
I think that this might have been his last effort to be able to say, I have tried everything, just to have that box to check off of, right?
Then everyone watches Rob apologizing for online cheating, and Natalie is like, if Rob has to apologize for online cheating, then Sophie should apologize for online cheating.
Why don't we accuse her on cheating through internet with my man going to Vegas and all of that?
Bitch, she never went to Vegas. Also, you read those DMs yourself and came to the conclusion on your own that Sophie was not engaging in any meaningful way to Josh's advances. Sophie talking to a friend is so different from Rob asking multiple women for videos of their titties and their twatties so that he can put them in his spank bank.
You're saying that Sophie online cheating?
Yes, with Josh, the online cheating.
Sophie watches the same apology, and she tells us that she was actually super disappointed in Rob because they have had so many other issues in their relationship, and he's already apologized for the online cheating a whole bunch.
My reasons were not that for running away from him. I have a list of reasons, and he just doesn't want to acknowledge them.
She says that Rob's attitude once they got married was basically, you're a wife now, so you need to do all of the cooking and cleaning.
You cook and you clean, and you should be grateful I brought you here to America.
He acts like he saved her from the dredges of destitution, like she was a serf in medieval England, and not an insta-baddie from London who was constantly traveling all over the world. Despite not wanting to spoil Sophie, he does go above and beyond for her birthday because that is just the kind of thoughtful husband he is.
He took me to a fast food place for my birthday, which I get it. Like, he doesn't have that much money at the time. That's okay.
Then baby boy, cook something at home. It costs like $5 to cook pasta, and that shit will feed you for 2 days. I feel like a home-cooked meal, even if it is cheap because you're on a budget, is so much more thoughtful and meaningful than taking me to get a chicken sandwich at some fast food joint. And on my birthday. And if you thought that was bad, it gets worse.
We were sat eating our chicken burger, and I said, can I get some ranch? He goes up there, comes back, and I said, where's my ranch? It was $1, so you can't have it.
$1. He couldn't get her $1 of ranch. I understand. Oh my God. I understand that at the time, Rob may have been in a financially tight spot, right? But there is no way that he was, I can't afford $1 worth of ranch poor.
He never sees it as, I'm sorry, I should have bought it. He just sees it as, you're spoiled. You can't spend $1 on your new wife for ranch.
And you want me to believe that this man is fighting tooth and nail, putting in his best effort, his everything to make this marriage work? And let's just be honest, it's not that he didn't have $1 to spend on the ranch, it's because he did not think his wife is worth spending $1 on.
I'm not even worth $1 on my birthday.
Everyone then makes some s'mores, and Ari tells Natalie that the green card is not what makes you an American. A s'more is. And then Natalie horks that down like it is the absolute truth.
If you are the whole thing. Whoa. You're more American than apple pie.
Then everyone watches Jasmine apologizing for leaving Gino alone on her first Christmas in America, and she tells us that this shit didn't actually happen.
I was brainwashed by Gino.
It didn't actually happen?
So
Wait.
he has said that story so many times and had accused me of doing that I ended up believing it.
Now, I don't know if that's what happened in their particular situation, but I do believe that you can absolutely gaslight someone into believing something that didn't happen did happen. So Jasmine says that on her first Christmas in America, she was actually with his family celebrating, and he was the one who was at home all by himself doing what Gino does best.
And I went and he stayed at home alone, masturbating and watching American football.
Merry Christmas.
And then Jasmine calls him a master manipulator, and Brandon calls him a master masturbator.
Gino is not like so innocent what people think. Nope.
Then everybody watches Natalie eating that burnt potato again, and Natalie is like, why did nobody tell me that I had a dirty ass face?
I'm like an Indian sitting with a dirty face, like a pig, you know? Everybody's fun watching them, secretly laughing because...
Girlie, you were acting like a damn fool. The potato was basically charcoal on a stick, and you bit into it like it was an apple. Everyone was laughing, honestly, probably because they thought you were doing a bit. Then we get to see Jasmine eating corn covered in ketchup, which sounds disgusting.
I'm telling you, ketchup and corn clashes. I'd rather eat a blackened potato. I think it would taste better.
What the heck do you have against ketchup?
Production makes everybody try it. Oh, and then we also got to learn that Brandon has eaten Julia's ass.
Julia told me that you gave her the darkest.
How do they call you? The Rim Reaper?
Oh, damn! Brandon's got jokes! All right, Grandpa, we see you. And then we get to see some footage that did not make it into the final cut of Josh trying to explain himself to the rest of the group.
Of course it's deleted if I get to explain myself.
Bro, we saw you try to explain yourself, and you are not good at it. So we're back at the bonfire, and Rob asks Natalie if it's true that Josh never did anything to hurt her. And Josh is like, listen, I'm not gonna say sorry just to say sorry.
If I'm gonna give an apology, I want it to mean something. I don't want to just apologize for everything.
I don't want to punch him. I don't really care.
So again, we established for like the third time that Josh does not think he did anything wrong. Natalie says she doesn't think Josh respects her. That is because he doesn't. And that their relationship seems to be built on tearing each other down and not building each other up. That is because it is.
I just don't want to get into this pattern of just having to say sorry 5 times a day, even though I'm not sorry.
Jasmine says Natalie just looks like she's given up. She is willing to let Josh treat her like absolute garbage just so that she can keep him next to her. We watch Florian prank Stacy with a rubber scorpion, and then we watch Gino and Jasmine sleep with a literal wall built between them, and then we get to watch the cast eating a whole bunch of gross food. Ari and Natalie eat cookies dipped in ranch. Sophie and Julia get to eat Marmite.
It's so disgusting.
And Rob and Brandon take a bite out of an onion like it is an apple.
Oh my God. Why is it so hot? Oh, it hit me in the eyes.
I have never eaten cookies dipped in ranch, I have never eaten Marmite, and I have never taken a bite out of an onion like it is an apple, but I would say the onion one, to me, sounds like it would be the worst. Then we all watch Sophie tell Jasmine that Rob's been texting other women while they've been at the resort.
He always prioritizes attention from every other woman but me. It makes me think even if we do work out, those girls are always going to be in his phone because I'm not enough.
Jasmine then tells us that Rob was DMing a bunch of other women and saying things that a married man should definitely not be saying.
But he was, just fishing, trying to see what fish I can catch.
Rob is watching all of this, and when Jasmine reads the text messages, he calls bullshit.
You should go and face him and let everybody know who Rob really is.
Rob is like, dude, Jasmine sucks, okay? She is ruining my marriage.
Jasmine, that's our marriage. And Jasmine's treating it like a game.
There would be no games for her to play if you were not out there messaging women like you were a single man.
She is trying to make me the enemy, and here I am fighting for our relationship.
Oh, you don't want to address the contents of those messages? You don't want to talk about why you were messaging all those women? You don't even want to try and lie to us and say that those women were all your friends? No? You're just gonna make it everybody's problem?
That's not why I came here. I didn't come to the resort for that.
And that, my Panda Pals, is all I have for you today. I am so happy I started watching Between the Sheets because it has been so worth it. I hope that this is a segment that they continue doing in the future because I would be super down for that. I want to take a brief moment to thank a couple of new people. First up, we have LJ. Thank you so much for becoming a Panda patron. Then we have Ira Patel Hunt. Thank you so much for the super thanks. We have Amelia Joe. Thank you so much for the super thanks. And then we have Joelle Michaela. Thank you so much for the super thanks. I really appreciate everybody's additional support. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Give this video a big thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below what you thought. I hope to see you guys for the next one. And as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye.